third graders. We saw all those lunch lines and we thought, oh man, I bet we can get seconds. Okay. Thank you, Maddie.
Welcome.
Okay. Our second lunch question is, how are you seated at lunch?
You're seated if you go to lunch, if you go to lunch first, or if you go to recess first. And if you go to lunch first, you sit on the right side of the cafeteria, and you can sit with anyone in your lunch period. You don't have to sit with your class. You can sit with anyone you want, and yeah.
So what you're telling me is that some kids will go to recess before lunch and some kids will go to lunch before recess?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's different than round town. Okay. And if we have a friend in our room this year that's not in our room next year, we can still sit by them at lunch.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Okay. Another question about lunch. Do you get slushies at lunch?
That's a slushy question. I didn't get that.
You sometimes get slushies at lunch.
Awesome. Do you actually get the slushie machine, or do you get them already packaged?
Already packaged.
Okay, so kind of like they do here, which is good. We like those. Okay. Can you share food at lunch?
No, you cannot share food at lunch because it is unsanitary.
Okay.
But you can trade food before you eat it.
Oh. So if you have Oreos and I have chocolate chip cookies, we can swap.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, guys? Okay. Timmy.
What?
You're famous. Somebody just said that's Ben's brother.
Yeah.
So you're famous. Now we have another question, and this one is not about lunch. Okay. How long is each recess? We know you get 2 of them.
Each recess is 15 minutes.
You know what? They're a little bit disappointed because we have only 2 recesses as well, but one of them is 20 minutes. But I have a feeling, 3rd grade, that there's so much to do out there that you'll be occupied and it'll just seem like, you know, you're a little more mature and it'll be good. Yeah. Do you miss the extra 5 minutes of recess, or are you okay with it?
I'm okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay. This one was a question about the library. Do we get to go to the when do we get to go to the library to study?
We don't go this year. I'm pretty sure we go next year. No?
We go library.
End of the day.
And when do we go once a week?
Yeah, we go once a week.
So like we do here, you go once. Oh, we go twice a cycle here. Next year you'll go once a cycle. Okay. But I do have a question for you. We go to library 2 times a cycle here. What do you have 2 times a cycle?
Gym.
Okay, thank you. Next question, we'll go with the studying theme. Will we have guided reading?
No, we won't have guided. Well, yeah. Yeah, we will.
Francis?
Yeah?
You do have guided reading, right?
Yeah.
But your guided reading in Mrs. Hartman's room is a little bit different. What kinds of things do you read in there?
Like, I read about the prairie, And then you read fiction, and then nonfiction. Wait, switch that around. And then you read nonfiction and then fiction.
Okay. So you read different genres.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Thank you. Okay. Another question. Will we review things?
We got the one where we review things in 3rd grade.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on.
Yes, you will review things from 3rd grade, and I think it's really fun to review things from 3rd grade.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you remember reviewing?
Multiplication.
Guess what we're doing right now?
Multiplication!
Yes. So hopefully next year they'll have to review, but not too much.
Put them to Mom.
Okay, thank you. Another thing. What new things will we be learning next year?
Alright, you have that one split up by reading, writing, math. So anyone who has a what will we be learning next year in whatever subject, you can come on up. Tell them what subject.
You go first. In reading, you'll be learning about your fluency, and that's how you would read, like your expression, and also there's a big word called metacognition. I don't know if you guys have learned that before.
Is it thinking about your thinking?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
What kind of things you guys will be learning in math is division, multiplication, algebra, and fractions and decimals.
Awesome. Yes, Brianna. Okay, not right now. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
What you will learn in social studies is about the French and Indian War and William Penn and the colonial life.
Very good. So you're going to hear about how Pennsylvania became Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you learn in science is you get to dissect owl pellets, you can build an electric circuit, and you get to build a model of your body.
What is an owl pellet? It sounds kind of yucky.
It's what an owl throws up, like the fur and bones of an animal they eat.
So you'll get to pick apart owl puke.
Yeah.
But listen, it will be very interesting. Yes, I'm sure.
You said about other things. The other things we'll learn about is about, we'll go to the Capitol and learn about how the government is. And you'll learn about swimming. You'll swim, like 2nd grade. If you remember 2nd grade, you swam. And then we'll go to the Seasons Burn Center, and we'll learn about food and like the food pyramid and nutrition stuff.
Okay. So we'll be learning a lot next year in 4th grade, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, here was our next question. Will we learn about current events?
Who's that?
Current events.
Anyone have one? Think of you can go over next time. I think they're to
Just wait.
Good.
Okay, you won't learn about like the weather and yeah.
Okay. We have a couple questions about specials and special events. Is there a no special day?
Who had that question? doing it for his birthday?
Yes, you will. And on that day you have choice time.
And what is choice time?
It's when you can go to different rooms and play games and watch movies and do art.
I think they like that.
But there's one more thing. You have to earn it.
Ah, you have to earn it. You have to earn it. Okay. I think, Mrs. Hartman, maybe you can answer this for me. You earn it by doing your best and being respectful and responsible.
Can you see me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to earn it by showing your singing spring spirit all week, showing your personal best, and finishing all of your work. If you don't earn it, you go to another room where you have to finish work or think about consequences.
Okay, thank you. Do you... Oh, wait, let me find where it is. How many instruments can you play next year?
You can play 2 instruments, one from band and one from orchestra.
Okay, so if you want to play like violin and the trumpet, you can do that. But not violin and cello, because those are 2 strings.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thanks. And then, will you be able to perform your musical instrument in front of your parents?
Yes, you will. Well, today we have a concert after school.
So you're going to perform in a spring concert this evening?
Yes.
And what do you play?
Well, I don't play anything, but my brother plays something.
Okay, very good. So that's your time to shine in front of your families, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And will there be any plays or musicals next year?
No.
No? Okay. No. There are not plays or musicals.
No.
But you could go to the high school musicals that they have. Are there any special projects in 4th grade?
Well, yes, there are many special projects in 4th grade. There's track meet, field day, field trips, swimming, biographies, dissecting owl pellets. We have Earth Day parties, and we blog. So if your teacher gets accepted into the technology showcase, and if you get chosen, then you might go there also.
Sounds like you are busy bees over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned, this kind of leads into our next question. You mentioned some things like the track meet and field day. So one of the students had asked, are there any special fun days?
Yes, there are special fun days. And in gym for track meet, you do track meet tryouts for a couple of days. And you do mostly what he said.
Okay. We're getting down to the end now. Are there bus helpers?
No, not really. We help ourselves unless we are new to a bus.
Okay, and that was going to be our other question. So after we were talking about this morning, we thought, well, maybe there wouldn't be bus helpers because we're going to be the youngest and we're in 4th grade. So we're not yet like kindergarten needing bus helpers. But how do you know where to go on your first day of 4th grade? How do you know where to go for the buses?
They organize buses when they call them.
Okay, so you're not all going out at once, 600 kids. Good. That should make you guys feel better. Thank you. Do you have a postal system like they have at Round Town? And this is new for any kiddos that are in Mrs. Hartman's this year that are from Round Town. This year we started a postal system, and we can write letters and put them in a mailbox, and they get delivered to other kiddos in the building.
No, we don't really do that.
Okay, that's fine. We were just wondering, we thought it was kind of a cool idea. And I think we're down to the last one. Can we come back to Round Town to read to classes of our third grade teachers?
No, but we have mystery readers, then like parents can come in, and then there's clues that you have to figure out, and then a parent comes and reads you.
Very neat, very cool. And we also want to know if you have any pearls of wisdom for us. Anything that we should know that we didn't ask about coming to fourth grade.
Well, there was more questions that you didn't ask.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There was one, how long is each class? And they're an hour to 40 minutes.
Okay.
And another one was, what book is our class reading right now? And it's The Bread Sisters, Sinking Creek. But we finished it like 30 minutes ago, so.
Okay. And you know what? I'm sorry about that, Eric. I had how long is each class, and I marked it off accidentally. So
Okay.
they're about 40 minutes to 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have another question. Don't go anywhere, buddy. About how do you know when to switch classes?
Well, your teacher might have like something on the board that a schedule on the board, and we just switch classes through our teacher, but we do switch for science or social studies, and we go to a different teacher. That only happens once every 2 days.
Okay. Any other bits of wisdom for us?
I don't know, fourth grade's fun, Sinking Spring's fun. All the teachers are nice.
Okay.
And there's a lot more options.
So there's more freedoms that
Yes.
come with getting older.
A lot more.
Okay. Good.
Does anyone else have advice for the third graders? Easy, come stand back here and we'll just in the line as we go.
Some advice is when you do the PSSAs, don't be worried about them. They're really easy.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not.
That's good to know. Next year, though, third grade, you're going to take science PSSAs too. Okay.
Be sad. They only last 2 days.
Very good. Better than 6 days. Well, Mrs. Hartman, I want to thank you, and I want to thank your class very much. They were very helpful. Go ahead.
More advice. Do you have time?
Yeah, we have time.
Okay. Don't be scared of fourth grade. It's like third grade, but much funner.
Francis, wait till you get home.
Actually, I think they're all good.
Okay. Mrs. Hartman, do you have? Oh, you have advice too, sir?
Yeah, we have a whole line of advice for you here. If you
Okay,
have
go ahead. Yep.
You want Mrs. Hartman to be your fourth grade teacher.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, like if there's a test, don't be nervous because you'll be prepared and ready.
Over the summer, you might want to practice multiplication because we're going to do that a lot in fourth grade.
Okay, that's good advice.
And funner ways.
What is that?
Okay. Mine is that you need to be more mature than last year. There's higher standards, and that you'll make lots more friends because half of the school from Hayshire is coming to Sinking Springs. So there will be like 700 people in one school. That's it.
There's end of the year math assessments that they teach you about everything you did in 4th grade about math. So you might want to be listening during math class.
Any advice before we go? All right, Mrs. Musso, I think that was the last of our advice.
Okay, thank you. And I have